Let me know, ma'am, when to start.
Yeah, yes, thank you, Dr. Gupta. मुझे लगता है we'll wait for 2 minutes. Generally, we'll join after 5 minutes. Soumya, I suppose we shall start by now.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Just a minute. I shall check. Jitin sir had joined kya? Center head sir had joined.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Take sir. Haan.
Okay.
Soumya, we may start now, please.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you joining us today for day 3 of Behavioral Behathon 26, our 5-day online lecture series on behavioral science organized by Neurocognitive AI Exam Group at CDEC Delhi. We are delighted to see participants joining us from across the country. Thank you for your continued enthusiasm and support. Before we proceed further, we would like to share an important update that there was no lecture held on 24th Feb due to unavoidable scheduling constraints. Now we move into the day 3. We are excited to continue this intellectual journey where neuroscience meets behavior, technology, policy, and security. So today's theme is both timely and significant, cyber unsafe. So to formally begin today's session, I would now like to invite our Neurocognitive AI Group Head, Dr. Priyanka Jain ma'am, to deliver the welcome address. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Soumya. So, dear audience, I would like to welcome our speaker, Dr. Gaurav Gupta. I don't think there is a need for making some kind of introduction to him because he is a very known face and very popular face among the all of us. And I know the busy schedule he is having right now, and after the shuffle of so many things he could manage, he will agree to give this kind of knowledge sharing with us. So kind of him. I welcome you, Dr. Gupta. Thank you very much for joining us today. At the same time, I welcome our Center Director, 𝐂𝐞𝐽𝐿 sir. He always makes it possible to attend and welcome and promote all of us to do this kind of gathering. I welcome you, Jiten sir. Thank you for your guidance and support. At this time, before taking much time, because I know Dr. Gupta is continuing with a bit tight schedule, so I'll just saying the welcome to all of you for having this knowledgeable session. Thank you all.
We are now honored to invite Shri Jiten Singh sir, Center Head, CDEC Delhi, to share his opening remarks for today's session.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome, Mr. Dr. Gaurav Gupta,
Thank you, sir.
and speakers, participants, and fellow researchers. A very warm welcome to this session of the Behavioral Benathon 26. We are thrilled to kick off this exciting platform dedicated to the exploring the frontiers of the neurobehavioral sciences, AI-driven analytics, and human-centric threat intelligence. The lecture series hosted by CDEC Delhi under our MeitY funded cyber forensic framework for the user-centric human threat intelligence analysis. It integrates neurocognitive models, behavioral profiling, and forensic AI to detect and mitigate digital human threats, aligning with the CDEC's missions in medical and cybersecurity research. A heartfelt note for gratitude to all of our esteemed speaker whose expertise in brain-computer interface, machine learning, behavioral data platform, and threat intelligence will enrich our discussion today. And today's session is on the cybersecurity. This is uh, a very hot topic right now in our country and a very headache for our Ministry of IT also, because there is a every time there is a new challenges in this domain, and awareness is must among the users, either on the technical side or the non-technical side. Even a single person in a remote areas also, so he can be affected for this. And in some cases, when we heard in the yeah, when we see in the newspaper, if there is a remote village, uh, their people are fooling the people, where there is no knowledge about the cyber security, the technical knowledge, but a bunch of the people are fooling the people on this in this area. So this is a very tough and very challenging threat, yeah, area for the user. So I hope Dr. Gaurav Gupta will enlighten us and our users and our audience. Over to you.
Thank you, sir, for those motivating insights. And now we arrive at the highlight of today's session, Cyber Unsafe. It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker for today. Dr. Gaurav Gupta, sir, is the first Indian to earn a doctorate in the field of digital forensics. He was bestowed with the Young Scientist Award at the Indian Science Congress in 2010 by the eminent scientist Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He has mentored and guided numerous research scholars in the domains of cybersecurity and digital forensics. With more than 25 years of professional experience, he currently serves as director at the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. He is also the author of the best-selling book Cyber Unsafe, which is available on Amazon. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I think I must thank Priyanka ma'am for the initiative. I think this is very, very important. And this is a area of research which actually is now gaining more ground. You know, when we talk about cybersecurity, people often talk about cybersecurity is inconvenience. For example, if you have to enter a password, or you have to put your fingerprint, or you have to enter an OTP, or you have to enter a CAPTCHA, all these things require effort and things go wrong and extra time is required. So basically, to provide security, systems are designed which provide more inconvenience rather than security only. So till now, we have seen that security has been inversely proportional to convenience, and which user don't want. So one of the area of research which I'm also interested nowadays is, can we make security which is convenient, security which does not hamper in normal operations, does not require more time, a security practice or security solution or technologies which are intuitive, which a user would like to use, and it is still provides the safety and security, but it is not inconvenient. And that is where I am also learning. So I will just discuss with you 2-3 aspects of what I'm trying to learn. And then I will also talk about, because I work in the area of cybercrime investigation and how to avoid cyber crimes, and tips and tricks, and what common things we do wrong, uh, which criminals exploit. Criminals, as sir was also saying, some people who are not even educated can fool very educated people by doing cybercrime. The reason is they understand human psychology. They understand how human mind works. They understand the creativity and intelligence of humans can be used against them. And that is where all these cyber crimes happen. So moving on, first thing which I always talk about is convergence of technologies, which we are seeing. Everything is converging into one single piece of device, which is your computer or a phone or a laptop or a smartphone. Because your smartphone is your laptop, or your iPad actually is your smartphone. Everything has converged together. You don't require any other device if you have a mobile phone. This is your camera, handycam, diary, notebook, whatever you can think of. Everything is available on one single piece of converged device. But this convergence also brings a lot of complexity, and that is what we will also discuss going forward. But before that, I would like to discuss a story which is not mine, which I heard in a conference. I think a researcher in behavioral science, he told a story, and the story is such that uh, let's say there are two highways which are merging to one single piece of highway. So highway number 1 and highway number 2 are converging, and they are mixing together, making a Y-like structure. And then what happens is, all the people who are speeding on both the highways, when the intersection comes, there are accidents. This is a problem statement which somebody wanted to solve in Ministry of Highways. And think of a solution. What solution can you think of? What can you do to avoid these kind of things? I hope people can unmute and talk, right?
The easy solution, which I think the first thing comes in the mind, is providing a traffic light kind of thing, so that
traffic
one
light,
time.
yeah, traffic light could be one, but then that means people have to come to a complete halt, and
Yes,
that
yes.
may not be very effective solution. Solution
Yes.
actually is mentioned on the slide, but anyways, so people tried putting some kind of small speed breakers, but then problem was, speed breaker, there is a possibility that somebody may get will not stop, and speed breaker may cause an accident. And then there were warning signs which were mentioned, speed limits were displayed, but I think people don't adhere to. So what these behavioral scientists did, they designed yellow lines in the patches of 20 yellow lines 2-3 kilometers before the intersection, and those lines were 10 centimeter thick each. So 20 lines of 10 centimeter thickness consecutively placed, and then the 200-meter were left blank. Then they had 20 more lines which were 9 centimeter in width. Then after 200-meter, 8 centimeter lines, and so on. So the idea is, when the person is driving, let's say at 80 km per hour, and he sees those 20 10 centimeter width lines go, when he passes them, and when he approaches the next one actually is smaller in size. That's why it looks like that he is speeding up. Psychologically, his mind thinks that he is speeding up, whereas he's not speeding up. It's only the line size which is smaller, which is giving a perception that he's speeding. So suddenly what happened is they realized people started to slow down. So as the lines were getting smaller, human psychology was telling the drivers that they are speeding up and they were slowing down on their own because of this subconscious input which is going to their brain. And that resulted into far less number of accidents because people slowed down up to 20 kilometers per hour in that 2 kilometer hour window where these lines were made. So simple painted lines had an impact in a subconscious manner, which gave a message to the humans that slow down. Right. So that is the power of how much can you do using your mind? How much can you do through cognitive science? You can design solutions which are extremely efficient, extremely cheap, but are very, very effective. Similar experiment was done for railway lines also. I think in Bombay there was a place where a lot of accident used to happen because people were crossing and trains were coming. So what they did is they again painted the cemented tracks as yellow and then left some of them blank and some yellow like this, so that when train is coming, these yellow lines keep going under train's wheel. There is a reference point to the person who would like to cross, so that he thinks train is coming faster than he actually believes it is coming. Because human mind has never seen things moving fast, the big things moving fast. For example, elephant or a camel doesn't move fast as compared to cheetah or a cat or a dog, which moves faster than that. So human mind has not evolved over a period of time to see big things moving fast. Hence, when train is coming fast, people don't realize it. That's why more number of people come under train while crossing tracks, because their mind refuses to believe that train can move very, very fast. So if train is moving at 100 km per hour, mind will think this is coming at 60 km per hour. But these yellow painted lines are the reference point which tells mind, no, this is coming very fast. So simple exercise like this, people in cognitive science has shown that very effective solutions can be developed which can impact mind and hence can have very, very good results. So I'm curious and I'm exploring how can we develop some intelligent solutions which are intuitive in nature, which probably directly impact cognition and through behavioral science, which can provide security but will not cause inconvenience to users. So that is something which actually is an area of research where I would like to work, and I would be keen if anybody is having any information or a research paper or any help which they can provide to me. I would be keen to share that with you.
It seems I lost your voice, sir. Is it okay for rest of the one?
No, ma'am. No,
No, ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
I think it's not.
Seems he would be joining back. He is he in that team? Is he in the meeting now?
No,
Right now?
ma'am. Right now, no.
He would be joining, I think.
Mhm.
I think there's some internet connection problem.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So मैं meanwhile सर का जो lecture series का वो है वो
Yes, ma'am.
someone would be joining, they may be confused.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, welcome back, sir. Yes, we are
I
able
think
to
some
hear.
internet connection issue. Can you tell me which
Yes.
point you lost me?
Where were we? We were talking about railway tracks.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm resharing my presentation. Give me a second. Okay. Can you see my screen?
हाँ जी sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
This we have discussed, right?
Yes, we discussed this, sir.
Okay. So I was talking about technologies, right? Technologies, how old are they? This was not discussed, right?
No, sir, you were explaining the significance of yellow line and the human psychology.
Okay, fine. So these yellow lines served as a reference point, and those reference point helps people to figure out how the train is coming fast or slow, because big things never moved fast in olden days, right? Elephants and camels. So that's where human mind, because it has not evolved with technology, sometimes what happens is we are not able to come in terms with the things which we are seeing because technologies are new. And when I was talking about how new technologies are, everything we see today, nuclear power to internet to smartphones to 4G and 5G, they all are very new. So, what happens is we get all the information as humans, generation over generation through our genetics. Our mind or the brain evolves every generation. So over a period of 10 to 12 generation, there are changes which gets passed from one generation to another, which has not happened in case of new technologies. So ours is the first generation which has seen um, uh, first generation feature phones and smartphones also. So we have seen first 1G to 5G journey, but it has not come in our genetics. So our mind sometimes does not have capability to tackle all these new technologies in a manner which is required. That's why a lot of frauds happen. So this causes a lot of issues because our brain has not evolved with these kind of technologies over generations. Maybe after 3-4 generations, when these technologies are being used by us and next generations, mind will evolve and understand better compared to what we do today. And that's where a lot of frauds happen. And then, using these kind of things, we have also solved some of the solutions. For example, if you scan this QR code, this has multiple different values. If you scan
Dr. Gupta.
Yeah.
Dr. Gupta, I think you need to share in that slideshow mode, and then we will be able to see that. Yeah. So this is not in slideshow mode; it is in no, that category mode.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This is fine. Thank you.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So this QR code, what we did is, see, normally QR code contains one information which you can extract. What we did is we have encoded 3 different information. If you scan this from 3 different distance, nearby, little far off, and very, very far off, it will give you different value. It contains values like sun, earth, moon, and so on. So the idea is most people think there is one information because that is how brain has been conditioned to think. Similarly, we have encoded multiple information in this case using colors, because nobody is using colors to encode information. So we also tried and we got a patent for this. Here we have one information which is black and white, which you can scan with a normal phone, but rest of the color information, which is red and yellow QR code, blue and light blue QR code, can only be extracted through a special app. So these kind of things can be done very easily when you know how to play with computer science and cognition and mathematics and optics together. We have also made it non-copyable anti-counterfeit QR codes, where these patterns make it non-copyable. If you print this QR code on a piece of paper or anything, any package or any product, and somebody tries to copy it, he can copy it. It may look like to his eyes that it has been copied, but these patterns will have distortion which can be quantified using some apps, and we can tell this is copied. So the idea is human mind works in a particular manner. People do things in a very in a manner which is conditioned, through which they have been conditioned, and that's where people, for example, if I ask you to read the color of the word, not the text, I'm going to show you some colors. Read it fast. What is the color which is filled inside these words? So for example, first one is red, next one is yellow. Can you please read by unmuting?
Green, blue,
Green, blue, black,
black,
orange.
orange, light,
So your
red,
mind is
gray.
pushed, right? So you find it little constraining to read. So if I give this assignment to a 3-year-old child who does not know how to read text, but he understands colors, he can do it faster than you. So the 3-year-old who can't read is not probably more intelligent than you, but you find it difficult and he will find it easy. So that is how the conditioning plays a role. Once your mind is conditioned to a particular type of information, it is biased. And that's where these kind of things are exploited by criminals also. So criminals do a lot of fraud against us. They know how to get data about us. And that brings us to the question, can you tell me how criminals get our data? Who gives them this data? It is we who give them data, right? What we do is we get documents photocopied, and that photocopier person can get extra photocopy done and sell it. We give our documents for various purposes. We go to hotels and check in, we take loan and we give information, but we never write why we are giving it. So when you're checking in a hotel, do you write that Aadhaar card copy which you have given is for checking into that hotel on that particular day? When you take loan, do you write on the PAN card which you are sharing that taking housing loan from Bank of Baroda and so on? Do we write it? We don't write it.
No, sir.
And that's where these documents can be misused, reused. So most of the time, people in the system who are being paid less are the ones who will compromise, like hotel door guy, restaurant servers. They will take copy of your credit card front and back. Photocopier guy, as I told you. So the idea is any document which you are sharing anywhere, write purpose on top of it. Bold, loud, with your signature so that it cannot be misused. Do you switch off your mobile phone when you come home? Wi-Fi. Do you switch off your Wi-Fi because you want to save on mobile data, and you switch off mobile data and use Wi-Fi at home? Yes, no?
No.
No, sir.
No? Nobody? Many times people think mobile data switching off and switching to Wi-Fi will help, but by default your phones are designed to use Wi-Fi when Wi-Fi is available over mobile data. And that's a better practice, because in case you go out and forgot to switch on mobile data, there is a problem. Right? So in today's world, we all know we have deep fakes, we have artificial intelligence. So aankho dekhi and kaano suni used to be true once in a, we used to say that. But today, you can't rely on what you see by your eyes and by ears also, right? So we need to be now changing the way we work. Because till last few years back, we were taught that only believe what you see, only believe what you hear. But in today's world, we can't. That means we again have to rewire our brain. And that is very difficult, because by default, brain wants to believe it. Right? So, for example, we have phones. And when we want to buy a new phone, for one important change is that once upon a time, we used to have things which were lasting 10, 12 years. You know, my fridge, my TV, my first phone lasted for 7, 8 years. I had Nokia 1130, which was, a feature phone. But is there anybody who has a 5-year-old phone today? Tell me by saying no or yes. Do you have a 5-year-old phone?
No.
No, sir.
No. The thing is,
No,
we
sir.
change our devices very fast. For example, if you want to buy a new phone, your old phone is working but is slow, or camera is not good, or RAM is less, or sensors are less, you want to buy a new one, what will you do with the old one?
Throw in them.
You will throw your old working phone in dump.
Sir, I think if this that not working, so why
No,
we need
working
to-
phone. I'm saying you have a phone. It is slow. It is working.
Either in sell in second hand or keep it as secondary phone. If for new phones display get broken, we can use that phone again.
Fine. So most of the time, people try to get money out of it by selling it, by doing factory reset. But Doing factory reset also is not a great idea. Reason is today people can recover data from factory reset phone also. Even if you delete data, do whatever, data can be extracted, including everything on the phone. So what can be done probably is you can convert your old phone to a CCTV camera by formatting it, by connecting it to power source and Wi-Fi router of your home, and by installing any of these apps, your phone can be converted to a free CCTV camera. Now, next question is, do you pick up a pen drive lying outside your office? Yes, no.
No, that
No.
we don't do.
No is the wrong answer. You know why? Because if you will not pick it up, someone else will pick it up. The doorman or the clerk or the office boy who does not know cybersecurity will pick it up. And what he will do? He will plug into the computer which he is using in office, which is in the same network as your computer is. Now what will happen? A ransomware will come not from your actions, but your inaction, because you did not pick it up. He picked it up and connected to the same network, and there is a ransomware. So better solution is pick up the pen drive, give it to your IT team to check it in sandbox environment, and if it is somebody's, give it back. If it is having malicious software or some kind of ransomware, clean it and then reuse it, because not picking up is not the great answer. Okay, do you go to permission manager for your phone often, or will you ask me what is permission manager in my phone?
So as when needed.
As and when needed.
As when needed.
Again, what I do is, it's a bad idea. You should go to permission manager more often. Whenever I'm traveling, let's say in flight when I can't do much, or I am traveling in a taxi when I can't do much, I go to permission manager and remove rights, whomsoever, whatsoever I want to remove. Idea is, even if you remove extra rights, they will again ask when required. These apps leak your data. These rights which you are giving sometimes are leaking data. These apps collude at the back end. So better is not to give them rights. Give right only for the moment that is required, not the perpetual ones. We all use IoT device these days, right? Smart bulbs and so many other devices. Let's assume the bulb gets fused. What will you do? All these questions pertain to how you think, right? These are human practices.
Throw them in garbage.
So if you throw them in garbage, what happens is your bulb is in the same Wi-Fi network as your phone is. Reason is, then only your phone will be able to connect to it and you can use it in a smart fashion. This smart bulb has your Wi-Fi username and router's username and password in plain text. If you throw a bulb, I will pick it up as a criminal, break it open, take out the wireless module, extract Wi-Fi username password. Now I'll come back near to your house, connect to your router. Now I can send emails which will be showing your IP or your address. Solution is very easy. When you're throwing it away, bulb is fused. Its Wi-Fi module is working. Connect to the fused bulb through your phone, change password and give a wrong password of your Wi-Fi router, and then save it and then throw it away. Okay, some of the things do you switch off your devices? Google Home, Alexa, phone, Wi-Fi router?
Yes.
You switch them off, power them off every day. Your Wi-Fi router also.
Yes.
Not every day.
Sometimes.
I don't do that.
Most of us do not switch it off, and if you are not switching them off, what happens is sometimes these criminals, they will have control of your computer through botnets. They will not harm you. What they will do, they will use your computing resource for Bitcoin mining or to attack other computers, to launch denial of service attacks. They will use your power, your internet, your computing resources to do all these things. And these criminals have SLAs. When they are giving their service to clients, they give guarantees, and their guarantees are 99% uptime. So if you switch off your devices for 5, 10, 20 minutes every day, you are violating their guarantees. So they will take out the botnet, your node from those botnet networks and say, this is not a reliable computer. So if you just switch them off, it's good for you. Right? I'm sure digital arrest, everybody knows. Again, people are using psychology there. They believe or they exploit the fact that you have done something wrong sometime. They know your reputation is very, very dear to you, and that is where they exploit it, and they will threaten you. They will use all sort of things that your son and daughter is in some kind of dispute, investment-related scam to fuel your greed. They will say that drug or something else objectionable has been found in your parcels. So idea is they will try to exploit your weakness of mind and then try to put you under threat and then extort money from you. Right? So again, every fraud which is happening by exploiting some kind of weakness of mind. And we need to also tell our parents or other family members. Many times we are very safe. We practice cyber hygiene, but our family members are not, especially the senior citizens. So a lot of frauds happen against senior citizens because we don't have time for them. So we need to make a practice that we sit with our senior citizens, parents, grandparents, and tell them about technology. They should not feel shy to talk things about us, these technologies. They should ask questions from us. Inform them how people are doing frauds so that fraudsters cannot do these kind of things to them. I'm sure you must have searched about you on internet, and many times you will find information which is very shocking. For example, when I searched about me, I found a admission list which contained my mother's name, father's name, and date of birth, and my name. That is good enough information for somebody to reset my password. So you need to also search on internet and find out what all information exists about you. If you think something is not appropriate or something can be misused, please get it removed. If somebody snatches your phone away when you are driving your car, let's say your phone is in dashboard and good weather, window pane is down, what will you do? Red light is about to turn green and your phone is in dashboard, somebody snatched it at 3. And 3, 2, 1, light turned green. Now people are honking behind you, somebody is running with your phone somewhere.
File an FIR.
File and FIR.
So you will need...
Lock my phone using other device.
See, in your car, you don't have other device probably. And filing a FIR will require half an hour because you have to go to police station and file an FIR. We'll come to this question. Let's see this question. You are on 35th floor of a building and there is fire. What will you do?
To use STR.
Anyone else with any other option? No, we have a consensus, right?
Maybe find an fire extinguisher.
Okay, that is not an option as of now. Anyways, see, we know what fire will do. We know fire will do short circuit. That's why no left. Fire will do smoke. That's why you can't wait. You can't jump. We know what fire will do. Here, the person who has snatched our phone, you know what he will do? He will run away for 5 minutes and then
He will switch off the phone. He will switch off the phone immediately after snatching the phone.
Okay, no, probably. So when you are trying to file an FIR or getting your SIM card blocked or try to find your device, as a criminal, what I will do is I will take out your SIM card from your phone, put this SIM card into one of my phone and call one of my number. I will do this to know what is your phone number first. Now I know what is your phone number, which is flashing on my another phone. Now in the phone where I put your SIM, I will install WhatsApp, put your number, OTP will come because your phone is right now active. You can't get it blocked in 5 minutes. And now your WhatsApp probably will work on my phone. Solution is also very simple. Your phone has a setting which is lock your pin SIM. Put a pin on your SIM. There is an option in your phone settings. If you go there, default pin typically is 1234 or 0000. But do not put it multiple times wrong. If there is a default pin and you are not able to identify, go to your service provider. They can tell you. So if you can go to that setting, put your default pin and then reset to some number, whatever you want. Now, if anybody takes out your SIM card from your phone and puts it into a new device, it will ask for that SIM pin, which he doesn't have. He can't misuse your SIM. So these are the things which we can do so that we can safeguard our SIM also from being exploited. Let's say today we use all kind of apps. We receive 5,000 rupees. Not only the notification, but the money also actually has come in our account. And then somebody calls, I've given you accidentally, please return it back. Will you return it back? Yes, no.
No.
If you don't return it back, then I will threaten you that I will get your account freezed. Then I'll say my money has been taken by him. He has done a fraud against me. So the solution is very simple. If you get a money and you don't know from where it has come, write to the bank. Write. Important is not call. Write to customer care or write an application and give it to branch manager. Where you say that I have received this money. I don't know whether I'm the right recipient or not. I may be right recipient, but in case of dispute, I'm ready to give it back. That will safeguard you against from account being frozen. And if your account is frozen, this message or this communication can get your account unfrozen. If I ask you what were you doing last year same time, difficult to guess, right?
Yes.
But Google knows. If you go to takeout.google.com in your browser right now, your phone will show you around 70 parameters which it is tracking about you. It will talk about, you know, your Google searches, your GPS location, to whatever you can think of. Everything is there in these 70 plus parameters. Even your speed at which you are driving at a particular GPS location is recorded by your phone through Google Maps. And this data can be really dangerous sometime. If I get access to your phone, which is not logged in, I can actually go and download this data. So you need to go to this place and see what information you don't want to retain and delete it. For example, why do you want to retain Google searches you have made whole of your life? Probably not required. But don't delete everything, because you may require some data like email and so on. So apply your own mind before taking action. Some of the things I'm skipping because of lack of time, and I think this is not required. I'm sure you all post photographs online, right? When you post your photo, all this not only contains photo, it also contains a lot of other information like metadata, like EXIF information, like GPS location of the phone, and type of camera, operating system of the camera, whether it's an iPhone or Android phone. All this information is also recorded by this photograph, which can be misused. For example, if I have to kidnap somebody, I will kidnap a person whose photo has been taken by an iPhone and the GPS location is 𝐶 rather than a person who has posted a photo with Android phone and location is some, let's say, some Rohini. Because I believe person with South Delhi address and iPhone probably will have more money. What do you do with the boxes which you get in this Amazon or Swiggy or whatever you order today, right? You get 5-10 boxes every 2 to 3 days. You take out the stuff and then box.
We scrap out the address and the name on that, and then we.
Lot of hard work you do, ma'am. It will take
Yes,
time.
yes, yes.
So a single box contains 4 or 5 places where data is there. If you do that much, it will be 5 to 10 minutes per box. And if you order 5-7 boxes, a lot of time goes there. So what you do is right, but I can give you an easier method. What I do is I have a bucket of water. Before throwing the box away, I just dip it in the water and throw. The criminal doesn't know what kind of water it is, whether it's a dirty water or not, or it becomes soggy and messy. And he's still getting boxes from other sources, other 90 people in my vicinity. They are throwing it like that only. Do you take unknown number video calls?
No, sir.
No is the wrong answer, by the way. See, I take all video calls. I don't know whether can you see my screen myself. I take video calls by putting my fingertip on my front camera. The risk is somebody can record me and do some kind of sextortion. But now my screen is blank because I put my fingertip onto the front camera. And if I see on the other side there is a person in a malicious with malicious intent, I disconnect the call, or else I remove my finger. So answer is not always no. We can always use our intelligent brain and can take better decisions. There is an accident which happened in front of you when you were taking a morning walk, and that when you walked up, that guy asked for help. Will you help by giving him phone to call his family members?
No. Sometimes yes.
No? Will you not be human?
Sometimes yes.
Sorry?
Sir, sometimes yes.
Okay. So what happens is
We should not be handing over the phone to him. We would be making call on behalf of him.
yeah, because now I have asked so many difficult questions that everybody has understood what I'm trying to do. So what happens is this criminal, this accident might have been staged. The person might take your phone and do a call forwarding. So instead of that, what should you do? You ask him, do you need police or ambulance? I will call 100 or 112. That is a better help. Right? So our eyes and mind sometimes can be misused. Can you tell me which of the website is not fine? One of them is fine.
Yahoo गलत है, Google भी गलत है.
Free SBI.
Yeah, so these are zeros. Fourth is fine, ONGC. Right?
OGNC.
Okay. SBI
No.
is
SBI
SB small l. This is L.ln. Our eyes can't differentiate between zeros and O, 1 and L, I and L. and this is not ONGC, this is OGNC.
Yes, sir.
So what happens is, go to next screen and then read out loud and fast.
I couldn't believe that I could actually understand what I was reading.
Reading.
Using the incredible power of the human mind, according to research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. The only important thing is that the first and last letter be in the right place.
The
The rest
can
can
be
be
a
an
total mess, and you can still read it without a problem. See, we can
etc.
all read it, right?
Yes.
And that's where ONGC will be read at, OGNC will be read at ONGC. So your intelligence is being used by criminals against you. They exploit your emotions also. For example, we need to change our perspective. What can you see on the screen? Can you see a barcode or a Morse code or some kind of a modern art or a painting? What can you see? Some blocks, right? But let's say if I put this line, yeah, if I put this line, this becomes L, this is I, this is F, this is T. Even if I remove lines, you can still have an imaginary line and can read as left, right?
Yes, sir.
So your perspective needs to be changed because criminals exploit your emotions. Emotions like trust, greed, panic, fear of missing out, threat and disruption to do these kind of frauds. So a piece of advice is never create a piece of electronic data, video, audio, text which you do not want to retain, because if you took a photo which you thought you will delete, you may delete, your friend may delete which you have shared, but somebody when they sell their phone to as a second-hand phone after doing factory reset can recover data, and then that will be a problem. So we need to be smart in today's world. Survival of the most aware is the mantra. If we are not aware, frauds will happen. This we have discussed. We also talk about free because free mindset is there, right? But free can be bad because somebody can use, if you're charging your phone at a airport, those free hanging wires, they can extract data from your phone. That is known as juice jacking. Pen drives we saw. Any free pen drives given in a conference or lying outside could be a problem. So free sometimes, most of the time, is problematic. Hence, prevention is better than cure is also applicable in digital world. We need to be careful. This is the book, which is a storybook about how to avoid cyber crimes. It's available on Amazon. It's about a myth busting kind of thing. So these are some of the tips which you can note down. Please make note of your digital asset so that you can develop a digital inheritance plan, because there is no digital inheritance as per law. Put PIN on your SIM, read IT Act, lock your phone while driving, because on Google Map your phone is always unlocked. Restrict international transaction on your credit card and debit card. Remove CVV number from back of your card. Always take backups. All your garbage should be threaded because all this information can be misused by criminals. Never install any app from a link rather than from the Play Store. If somebody is offering you help in cyberspace, don't take it. So the idea is, if somebody is asking you to do things fast, early, without giving you time to think in cyberspace, 100% fraud. Take your own sweet time when somebody is asking you to do anything in cyberspace. Don't do anything in a hurry, and that is your best defense. Report cybercrime in 1930 and cybercrime.gov.in and sancharsathy.gov.in. This is a very interesting area because I have spoken about cyber crimes, but now I would like to use psychology and cognition to develop better solutions which are intuitive and which can solve these kind of problems. And I'm willing to collaborate and discuss. If you want to discuss, you can reach out to me. I'll be happy to help. With this, I'm open to questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gupta. It's always so pleasure listening to you because so many small points, so many life-saving points you share with us. So it's wonderful knowledge sharing. Thank you very much. ये हालांकि ये सौम्या का काम था, but I overwhelmed and I started speaking on behalf of you. So I'll wait for the question from the audience, and otherwise, in between, I have one small question. I don't know. I just got stuck in my mind. Like when you started your session talking about that brain genetics and all about the technology. So what do you think? Like with the evolvement of the technology, our younger generation would be going to cope up with the technology, the pace? Are they going to have some genetically improved brain, or means what is going to happen?
So what happens is, for example, our wisdom teeth, right? Over billion, 10, 20, 30 generations, slowly our jaw has become smaller. So it takes more than one generation, 5, 10, 20 generations, where these things can alter the mind, so that it's better equipped to handle with the things, with the new technologies and new requirements. So I don't know how many generations does it take, but I'm saying right now we are not equipped, because we have not evolved that fast as technology has evolved, which has implications. So we need external help. That is one. And we might have to see how the next generation, because the next generation is truly the one which has, their parents have seen technologies. So how are they evolved? I don't know, but that evaluation could probably help us. That kind of evaluation and some kind of research problems to judge how much they are better in terms of coping with technology could be one thing which is interesting to study.
Yeah, actually this is leading a very new thought process, like how we can shape or design possibly to make a better future generation. I don't know where it would go. Yeah,
that's a problem statement.
Yes.
Interesting one.
Questions from audience, please. So that Dr. Gupta is quite busy, I think. So we should pick up our questions as fast as we can do.
That's okay. If you don't have questions, I have already displayed my phone number and email ID. Reach out to me. I'm also available on LinkedIn. Please connect. I'll be happy to share and have conversations there also.
Good afternoon, sir. It is not exactly a question, just one concern that you shared, that whenever we have to share or we have to submit our any document, then we should write something on the photocopy of it. But there are many situations where we have to upload our original documents, whether at the time of recruitment to the
But
HR.
you can always write something on site with your hand on a piece of paper and can put it there, so that it becomes difficult. So that the criminal has to do something to remove it, right? Make it hard. So let me tell you a story. Let's say you are in a jungle with a stranger, and there are 4 paths. It's a cross section of 4 paths. And let's say you are standing there, you don't know the other person, and there is a lion which is coming from in front from one path. What will you do?
We'll change the path.
No, see, everything is open in jungle, right? The lion is coming, and you are there with one person whom you don't know. If you don't do something, lion will do something. So what I will do, I can tell you, I will run away in the same direction as the other person, but faster than him. Lion doesn't have a personal enmity with me, right? If he catches hold of the other person first, highly likely he will not come after me for a few minutes. I will get little more time. Same thing is here. If your document has something extra written, criminal has to do effort to remove it, rather than he will go to some other person who's most of us are not writing anything and leave you behind.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Dhruv.
Sir, what about the digital copies that we have to upload?
That's what I'm saying. Digital copy also, in the photograph you can edit and put whatever you want on the sidelines.
Okay.
Idea is make it difficult for criminals. Become a tough nut to crack. Okay, I think we are good.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Dr. Gupta, for your time and your knowledge sharing, because it is always very critical sitting in ministry and you're taking lots of load and doing a lot many work in parallel, but you always take time for us. So thank you very much. We are grateful, we are humble, and thank you for your time and this expert session with us. Thank you very much. Take care.
Hello, ma'am.
हाँ सौम्या.
Ma'am, may I need to end this or
हाँ कर दीजिए.
Okay. Please, everyone, fill the form of the attendance sheet, and like now we want to conclude day 3 of the behavioral brainathon 26. So our deepest thanks to Dr. Gaurav Gupta sir for delivering such a rich and impactful keynote lecture. And sincere thanks to Dr. Priyanka ma'am, Shri Jiten Singh sir, and CDEC Delhi team. So all participants for engagement and enthusiasm. The journey continues with the upcoming session of Behavioral Marathon 26. So see you at day 4. Thank you.
Yes, we have a lecture tomorrow,
Yes,
say
ma'am.
3 o'clock, and day after tomorrow also, 3 o'clock.
Please
Thank
fill
you,
the
everyone.
form.
Thank you, Dr. Priyanka. It was quite insightful. And thank you
Thank
for
you.
I look forward to, I missed out the yesterday session, but I look forward for the coming ones for sure.
We are available on YouTube. These are being recorded and released on YouTube as well. We'll share you the link as well.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.